Hello, and welcome to my channel. I don't own any of the Haikyuu characters or music or anything other than the plot. This doesn't in any way describe how the Haikyuu characters act. It is just for fun, so don't take any of this seriously. All of this is happening IRL unless said otherwise. Enjoy.
September 30th, 2023. I never knew I'd miss Japan this much. It's been 5 months already. Kuro parks his car in his building's parking lot but doesn't move. He keeps both hands on the driving wheel as he stares at the door leading to the lot exit. I feel so nervous. I haven't seen him in a while. And I am afraid to meet him. I have been ignoring him for 3 months. I don't know what he will do in person. I hope he ends up ignoring me too, and we end all of this. But what if he doesn't? Kuro sighs loudly as he gets off his car and takes his luggage from the car trunk. He drags them slowly along his feet until reaching the elevator. Thought balloon and I had to be here around 5:02. Thought balloon he is definitely either getting home or home. Thought balloon I could have spent some time out, but I am afraid the longer I drag my stay out, the higher the possibility of us meeting. Kuro enters the elevator and presses his floor button. Thought balloon please don't be there today. Thought balloon I know I can't run from this conversation, but at least not today. Kuro gets off the elevator as Iwaizumi continues to stare at him with a frown. You're alive. Thought balloon shit. No, I knew that. Did you lose your phone? And no, of course not. I am sorry. Why? Iwaizumi takes a deep breath as he continues to stare at Kuro. Why did you ghost me for 3 months? Excuse me, boys, but I have to get off. One of the neighbors says as the elevator door opens. Kuro immediately moves from the way and apologizes as the lady smiles at them and walks away. Iwaizumi grabs Kuro's wrist and starts pulling him toward their room's direction. Iwaizumi. Iwaizumi ignores Kuro's trembling voice, until reaching their doors. Enter your luggage, and let's talk on the rooftop. Can we talk later? No. I just arrived from the airport, I am tired. I said no, we are having this conversation now. I promise we will talk, says the person who promised to continuously talk when he was overboard. Kuro presses his lips together as he lowers his head and nods. Fine. Kuro enters the luggage into his room before Iwaizumi drags him upstairs. They sit in their usual spot, but this time the air around Kuro feels suffocating. Kuro doesn't look up, he continues to glance at his finger as Iwaizumi stares at him. Kuro. Iwaizumi sighs before leaning on the table. Can you tell me why you did that? I wanted you to get angry. Well, that you did. But I don't know what you achieved with this. I was hoping you'd get angry and ignore me too. Well, too bad I am more into communicating rather than jumping to conclusions. Why did you want me to ignore you? Can you please just tell me what's on your mind? I am a bit tired of trying to pull each word from your mouth. I want to end things between us. So, you can't forgive me after all. I promise I can still make it to you, that's not it. Honestly, it's not about that. Then what? Kuro, please tell me. If I did anything wrong, you have to tell me. Ignoring me won't solve it. I also won't ignore you back. I don't want this to end. Just tell me what is bothering you. I won't let go. We can fix stuff together. What if I don't want that? I want this to end. Why? Give an explanation at least, and I will back off. Can't we just call it off without? No. I wanna know at least why you called it off. Why? Iwaizumi sighs before placing his hand over Kuro's hand. I still hope that the issue that is stopping you can be solved. We might find a solution somehow. Kuro, please. Kuro. It's Oikawa. What did Shirikawa do this time? Don't call him that. I call him however I want. Iwaizumi. What did he do? He did nothing. Then what? I feel guilty. About what? Love, things are not adding up. Why do you feel guilty? Because you were his ex. What does that have to do with us? Because I am his friend. I don't get it. I just don't wanna betray him. How would you do that by dating me? It's just, I know Oikawa is afraid of you, and I don't know why. I also don't know why you two broke up. I just don't wanna hurt him if dating you triggers. Hold on. If you aren't sure, we can ask Oikawa. I don't want him to know. Then how will you know if he is fine with it or not? Call him. No. If you don't I will. So, please, Iwaizumi, just let's end this. Iwaizumi sighs again before pressing his lips together and staring at Kuro, who's looking at him with pleading eyes. I am not going to end a relationship over something like this. Kuro, part of you wants to find a way so we can get together, right? If you really didn't, you would have lied. You could have said something to hurt me. You could have played it in a way that showed you were just playing me, having fun to hurt me for what I did. You could have said you didn't like me, and all of this was just revenge and toying with my feelings. You could have said you have found someone else. But you didn't. What you did was try to avoid the topic, and when pressured you told the truth. Kuro, to me, that proves that you do not want to end this, but reached the conclusion that we can't do anything about Oikawa. But we can't. I can't erase the fact that you are his ex. I can't predict his reaction toward us. I don't want him to hate me. Well, you said it yourself. You can't predict his reaction. What if he is fine with us seeing each other? That would be amazing. But what if he isn't? I don't want to ruin what we have. But you prefer to ruin what we do. Kuro places both his hands on his table before leaning his face on them. I don't know what to do. I honestly don't. Iwaizumi lets out a long sigh before placing a hand on Kuro's head and gently caressing his hair. Call and ask Oikawa's option. I highly doubt that he will mind. How do you know? Kuro says as he raises his head, making Iwaizumi remove his arm. Think about it a bit, Kuro. How long have you known Oikawa? Do you think he will be upset about this? I don't know the circumstances of the breakup or how bad it was. So, I am not sure. I should have stopped at the start, before any of us developed deeper feelings for each other. Iwaizumi sighs as he tightens his fist. If this was any other ex, I would have told you what happened, but since it's Oikawa, I can't, unless he says it's fine. Damn it, how bad was it? This is not making me feel any better. And it's confirming that we should stop. No, that doesn't. Let's just talk to Oikawa. Iwaizumi, if he knows and gets disappointed, he probably won't want me around him. Then it's his loss. That's what scares me. Not Oikawa refusing, but him hating that I ever felt like that for you. You can't control your feelings. But I can control my actions. I shouldn't have allowed this to go further. Iwaizumi sighs again as he stares at Kuro's tired face. Kuro, we are still where we were at the beginning of this conversation. Can we postpone this talk? Kuro, just until tomorrow. I won't run away. But right now, I don't know how to answer you. I seriously don't know. Iwaizumi lets out a sigh before he nods. What time do you want to meet? For breakfast as usual, around 7. Let's meet at 1. You want to sleep in a bit, right? But what about work? I am not going. Iwaizumi, I was taking tomorrow morning's break before we met. I will join the boys for the evening game. All right. After Kuro enters his room, he crashes immediately on the couch before grabbing a pillow and screaming into it. What should I do? Damn it. Kuro sits up before throwing the pillow and jumps to his feet. A long bath is always the answer. Kuro strips once he enters the bathroom. He runs warm water into the bathtub. Before adding soap, it was a couple of minutes until the tub's filled before getting inside. I feel like each muscle is twitching. What should I do about tomorrow? Kuro screams as he kicks his fare in the water. He sighs before bringing his knees to his chest and burying his face in them. I don't want to lose Oikawa. The next day at 10 a.m. Yes. Kuro grunts as he sits on the couch. Another knock emits in the room. So, he gets up and walks toward the door before peeking through the tiny hole. He swings the door open when he spots Oikawa. Is everything fine? Oikawa immediately hugs Kuro. Oikawa breaks the hug before closing the door, grabbing Kuro by the wrist, and dragging him to the couch. What is happening? Why are you like this? What made you think I'd hate you? What are you talking about? Iwaizumi and you, hold on. Hold the fuck on. Did he tell you? Yes. I told him not to. You were worried over nonsense. Why would you think I will hate you? Because he's your ex, and I don't know the details about the breakup. I was worried. Oikawa sighs before hugging Kuro again. You should have just told me. I wouldn't have hated you for this. We've been together through a lot. This matter is not a big deal. I understand you were afraid, but what kind of friend would break a friendship over something like that? I definitely wouldn't. If it was another ex, I would have probably warned you about him, but I would never leave your side cause you have feelings for my ex. Do you understand this? Yes. But this won't be the case with Iwaizumi. I won't warn you about him. The guy is amazing, well, at least in high school. I don't know how much he changed in the past 10 years. Kuro breaks the hug to look into Oikawa's eyes, who was smiling at him. But aren't you afraid of him? I am not. You literally passed out the second you saw him before. I got overwhelmed. I didn't dare to look at him. Honestly, I was the one who hurt Iwaizumi, not the other way around. What I did should not have been forgiven. The only reason I looked scared was because I didn't know how to face him. What happened? Let Iwaizumi tell you. He doesn't want to. He just doesn't want to ruin my image in your eyes. But I told him it was fine. So, what? Are you going to get your man or not? We agreed to meet in the evening. Hey, why wait? You already made him wait for ages. Damn it, Kuro. Oikawa springs to his feet and heads to the entrance. Where are you going? To call Iwaizumi. Seriously. Kuro says as he follows Oikawa. Yes. Oikawa says as he opens the door and walks to the facing door, but Kuro grabs his hands before he could knock. Oikawa, what are you doing? I just told you. But, Oikawa kicks the door, startling Kuro. Kuro lets out a long sigh as Oikawa smiles at him. Few seconds pass before Iwaizumi opens the door with a frown. Hey, I clear my issues here, the rest is up to you. Oikawa says before walking away. Kuro just rubs his forehead as he continues to stare at the corner Oikawa disappears into. I cannot believe this guy. That makes two of us. I can't believe you actually called him when I told you not to. I had to. You were so indecisive, and it would have taken you forever to make up your mind. Damn it, Iwaizumi, what if he wasn't fine with it? I knew from the start he wouldn't mind. But you were too scared. So, I had no other choice but to call Oikawa. Kuro. Are you angry that I told Oikawa? Yes, but at the same time grateful. I honestly didn't reach a conclusion about what to do yesterday. I didn't know what to tell you today. So I am thankful you actually did it. But I am letting this slide this time only. You can't do things like this behind my back. Do you understand? Yes. I am sorry I went behind your back and told Oikawa. It's fine, since it ended well. Can I hug you? Kuro why? 'Cause I freaking missed you. Kuro nods as Iwaizumi instantly pulls Kuro's body to his. He tightens his arms around Kuro's body trying to remove any air molecules between them. Kuro stays still as Iwaizumi buries his head on his shoulder. Kuro presses his lips together as he feels tears rush to his eyes as his arms clench Iwaizumi's shirt. Kuro sniffs trying to hold his tears in but fails, making Iwaizumi break the hug. Kuro. Iwaizumi whispers as both of his hands raised to careless Kuro's cheeks, wiping his streams of non-stopping tears. Hey, what's wrong? Kuro mumbles as his crying gets louder before he buries his head on Iwaizumi's shoulder. Iwaizumi stays silent as he rubs Kuro's back gently until Kuro stops crying. Are you feeling better now? Yes. Man, that was lame. Not one bit. What happened? You don't have to tell me. I have been feeling guilty throughout the entire months away. I really didn't want to ghost you. But I get it. Don't repeat yourself. I missed you too. Iwaizumi smiles as he stares into Kuro's red eyes as Kuro intertwines their fingers. Do you want to enter my room a bit? Kuro just nods as Iwaizumi opens his door, and Kuro trails behind him into the kitchen. Iwaizumi grabs sliced watermelon from the fridge before they walk again into the living room still holding hands. Iwaizumi picks up a piece and moves it to Kuro's mouth. Kuro stares at it for a second before taking a bite after Iwaizumi nodded at him. Iwaizumi waits for a few instances before feeding Kuro again. Aren't you going to eat? I will once you're full. I will eat alone. Iwaizumi immediately moves the container from his lap, making Kuro pout. You are not allowed. You spoil me too much. I don't know what I will do when you stop. I will never. Ah. Everyone is sweet at the beginning. Things change after a few years. You thought about us staying together for only a few years. You know what I mean. Well, I will take few years from someone who wanted to end things few hours ago. Ah. Don't bully me. Iwaizumi smirks as Kuro looks at him in disgust before Iwaizumi takes a bite of the watermelon. Kuro refuses. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe.